Cara here, and I am so mad. So I can't believe it. It's mid-May. I think it's May the 20th today. I think it's a Wednesday. Don't know about you, but losing all track of time. Interestingly, I think I'll be going back to work sometime mid next week, so that'll change my landscape altogether. Yeah, really looking forward to that, but yeah, a little bit nervous too. I think we all will be. What does life look like on the other side of this such unusual circumstances? But anyway, I wanted to catch up with you today and tell you what I've been up to so far this month. Been a really interesting month. As you know, I've only been YouTubing for what, 5, maybe 6 weeks. Phenomenal experience so far. Made so many new friends, all via Instagram and YouTube, etc. But it's just been wonderful. So thank you if you're a new subscriber. Love having you here, and if you've been here from the beginning, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what have I got to show you? Well, let's start with the top that I'm wearing. This is it's obviously a white top. It's a white linen top from a remnant that I got from Dragonfly Fabrics back in winter time, sometime last year. Yeah, it's a beautiful quality. Doesn't wrinkle too much. I mean, linen is linen, so it is going to wrinkle, but it's an acceptable level. I will say in advance, actually, for this video, if you see me wincing at all, I've hurt my back. So today is the first day in days I've been able to get up and get about, but I'm not pain-free, so I apologise if there are funny kind of wincing looks. I'm okay, but it's not great. Anyway, so the white linen top, and now I self-drafted this. I really like the boxy, I'm going to stand up, she says. I really like the boxy look that is on the high street at the moment, or in the imagined high street. And actually Seamworks, I think it's called the Roxy top. I'll put an image here somewhere of it. And this was right back at the beginning of the isolation that I was thinking, oh, I really like a boxy top to go with all of the Sophia trousers that I've made, because I just thought the combination looked really nice. And I was thinking, no, I can't buy any more patterns, need to be good, so let's self-draft something. And I bought a t-shirt last year, which I've got just here. I bought a t-shirt last year in Zara that I really like. It's unusual for me because I don't actually normally, I'm going to put this up here, I don't actually normally wear quite boxy things. I've always traditionally worn more fitted. So I hope you can see that okay. But it's, as you can see, it's quite, well, it's like a box. So I thought, well, why not have a go and literally draw around it. Again, I'm of the mindset of have a go. I mean, what can possibly be the harm of that? So I literally popped this down on a piece of paper, and I drew round I literally drew round it. As you can see, it's a scrap piece of fabric, scrap piece of paper, and I drew round it, and then I just adapted it until I liked it. Now I've never drafted anything before, so there would be much easier ways, and there's some brilliant tutorials on how to do this sort of thing. There is one particular YouTuber whose name I will put across the bottom here, who has an absolute wonderful series of how to draft your own patterns. I've been watching her for a little while. She also has the most amazing range of free patterns, by the way, so I'll link below, but please watch out for her. But nonetheless, this is my self-drafting technique. And then what I did, very glamorously, I mentioned once before that I used flat sheets from Primark. Now, it's not something I actively bought. I think we accidentally bought a flat sheet for my daughter and needed a fitted one, but it turns out that it was loads of fabric. So I then went ahead and put together a top. So as you can see here, literally I've got, look, you can see I've got black, you can't see, I've got black threads. I just did it on the longest stitch, and it took me moments, I'm not gonna lie, it really didn't take very long at all. So that gave me the sort of the shape I was looking for, and then I decided it was a little bit tight around the armpits, so I sort of chopped it a little bit. You can kind of get the picture I was going for, and I love a boat neck. And then I just folded, actually, no, on this one, I did the same thing as I did for my silk cami that I made out of the black viscose fabric in the collaboration with the Baker That Sews. I will link that to down below, because there's still some great things in there that if you haven't had a chance to see, then please do. And actually then I created a bias binding for the neckline and also for the waist. Again, using literally scraps. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't on the bias or any of those things, but because it was quite a blocky effect, that it wouldn't really matter too much. There's not much of curve there, is what I'm trying to say, I think. And then I thought, well, I'm going to add a little bit more detail around the cuffs, and so I actually again literally cut out 2 rectangles, a little bit longer than the sleeve head here. And then put them right sides together inside, and then folded them out and tucked the hem underneath. I hope that makes sense. It's quite similar to how you finish the cuffs on a Cali shirt sleeve, but effectively all your raw edges are tucked in under, and then you top stitch on the outside. And I'm really pleased with the effect of it. I won't stand up again if that's all right, but I will pop some footage of me wandering around my garden. So that's the story of my little self-drafted top, and I'm really pleased with it. It is exactly what I was looking for, actually. Yeah, and it's pretty much bra strap friendly. Literally, my bra straps are just on the edges here. But yeah, no, and it goes with loads of things. And the whole idea was that it goes with these trousers, the red trousers, which I think if I had anything other than white, maybe black actually, but white and the red go really well with these trousers, I think. And you'll see that in the footage. So that is make number 1. Make number 2 might as well be the trousers. So look, I will stand up actually. As I say, I'll put some footage in. But this, oh my goodness, I love this fabric. I don't often treat myself to really expensive fabric, but I think I've mentioned before, I bought 3 lots of fabric from Rifle Paper Company. Sorry about that, the doorbell went, and I actually have had some really exciting posts turn up that I won't share with you now, and it's actually now sitting behind me, and it's like going, open me, but I'll open that another time. I look forward to sharing that with you. Now the sun is blaring in on this side, so it's creating shade. So I hope it looks okay. Yeah. Okay, so the trousers I was talking to you about, and I bought 3 lots of Rifle Paper Company fabric. Yeah, the black you've seen, the pink I shared in my most precious fabric. Actually, I think it was. I called it, or no. Don't want to cut into it, that was it, because it's an investment piece. And this is the 3rd piece, and it comes from Nekoneko, which is such good value. It really is. I had a bit of a fabric disaster actually, because I actually wanted to make this, the reason I cut this fabric up was to make an Eve top. Now the Eve dress from Sew Over It is a really beautiful crossover dress. I'll pop a picture in of what the dress looks like, and Lisa Comfort had done a hack of it and made a top in a sew along that she was doing, and I was so inspired by it. I thought, excellent, that red fabric would be brilliant for it. I cut it out weeks ago, and it's been sitting, actually it's just over here, but it's been sitting in my pile of things to do. Finally got round to making it and realised, disaster, I've only gone and cut two, I think it's left fronts as opposed to 1 left, 1 right. What a nightmare. And because I like to make the most of my fabric, I literally for these trousers had the smallest amount of fabric left, but in my mind's eye I had a pair of sort of Sophia style trousers, which you're probably thinking, that's quite a lot of fabric left. No, it wasn't, but I didn't know I'd made a mistake in the cutting out of the top. So when I went to get the top and make it, I didn't have any more fabric, literally nothing. So I popped onto minervacrafts.com because I'd seen that they had it, and it's £20.99 a metre there. You know, one of those things, I went ahead and got a metre. I literally need enough to make a front half, so I'll probably be able to make a little top, maybe one of these actually, that would be quite sweet, out of the rest of it. But actually on the Nekoneko site, I think it's $8.99 Singapore dollars, which I think equates to something like £6. That might not be correct, but it's really good value. You have to wait a number of weeks, so maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks for it to come across from Singapore. And it seems to be pot luck as to whether you'll get stung for duties or not on it. So I did get stung for duties, but it still was a lot cheaper. There's a long story about the fabric that I'm wearing, sorry about that. But literally, I as I say, I had practically no fabric left, but I was determined, and I was. There's quite a lot of ease in the Sophia trousers, and I was absolutely counting on that to be enough to make these trousers. So they are a lot more slender, as you'll see in the footage, than the original Sophia trousers. But I love them nonetheless. They're quite a bit shorter as well, but I think they're really fun. And the fabric, if you've never bought a so this is an art gallery rayon. If you've never bought one of those before, I hadn't, but I'm a convert. If I can ever afford to, I would definitely purchase these again. So that's make number 1. Make number 2 is my trousers. Now I'm not going to change today into the next outfit, but I have filmed some footage of my next one, and I've got it here next to me, which finally, actually no, do you know what I'm going to show you next is should be an obligatory thing to make, I think, is my face mask. So obviously, you know, the government is recommending that, you know, face masks can be beneficial. So I used, I'm going to come in a little bit closer, she said, not easy for me to get up. I used let me show you a different one. I made 2 of them. I used a Rifle Paper Company scrap that I had left. Look at these got to be the most glamorous face mask known to man. And I used the Mimi G, so you can see the profile there. I'll sit back down again. You can see the profile of the face mask. Now I'll link below to the Mimi G free, she does a sew along and a free tutorial. And the pattern is downloadable of this particular face mask. And I really liked it for a couple of reasons. So it's going to be difficult for me to speak about. So there we go. It covers, as they all do, covers the mouth and the nose. What I really liked about it, I'll take the top bit off, is that the elastics go over the back of the head and the neck and not over the ears. I've got tiny ears, and I can't stand things being on my ears. But this is actually super comfortable. There you go. So potentially be a thing for me to have matching trousers and a mask on. But yeah, I thought I'd show you that. I have made masks for my husband and for my daughter, and also for one of my friends, but I haven't gone mad on making masks, if I'm honest. So what I was reaching for when I saw the masks and got distracted was I finally made up and used this lovely red fabric. You remember me talking about this in my fabric haul. I just love the colour of this, and I'm so pleased. So I made the Sophia dungarees, and again I'll put some footage in for you to see that. Really pleased with them actually. I just love them, and I think actually I could wear them without a t-shirt underneath or with a t-shirt. So in order for me to do that, I think it's probably a little bit higher. I've made the straps a little bit shorter, so that it's bra friendly at the back, and I think I could happily wear it, but I wouldn't wear it like that to work, but maybe. But yeah, I'm really happy with the result. And with it, do you remember me talking about a Orlando t-shirt from Seamwork and Tabitha t-shirt from Make It Simple from the Tilly and the Buttons book Mashup? So I have created that, and that's here. Now it's going to be a lot easier for me to show you some pictures. Now straight away you'll see, as you are the sewists of the world, you'll see that the neckline here doesn't sit flat at all. I'm really pleased with how it came out. Now it was an experiment for me, A, to see how the neckline came out, and B, because I didn't want tight fitting t-shirt. I wanted something that would skim my tummy area, but I absolutely love it. I'm really pleased with it, and actually I quite like that the I can't say it doesn't bother me, but I actually quite like the looser neckline. It looks kind of somehow 80s-esque, and actually when you look at some of the things from All Saints and things like that, and Mint Velvet sometimes, they do have that looser neckline, so I really like it. I'll show you here with me wearing it with jeans, but also underneath the Sophia dungarees, which is what it was intended for. I think I'll probably wear it with a tighter fitting underneath the dungarees, because I just think it'll sit better. But I love both of those makes. I'm absolutely delighted. Do you know what? I've had a few tales this month of things going wrong. So me cutting out my rifle paper, my Eve wrap top incorrectly, and this t-shirt and this lovely jersey, which I really enjoyed working with. I only went and cut it not on the grain but on the cross grain or something. It's because I couldn't, when it was cut, the edges roll up, don't they? And then I couldn't for the life of me tell which way was up and which way was down or whatever. And it wasn't until I actually put the t-shirt together that I realised that the grain of the fabric is going vertically as opposed to horizontally. I don't think it's affected it too much, but I know it's there, and that's probably had some impact on how the neckline has gone in as well. Oh, honestly, I don't know, must have been having a moment, I think, but I like it anyway. So yeah, so that's the third and fourth thing I've made. And then finally, I used the remainder of this linen, actually, just reaching across here, I've got lots of stuff piled up next to me, to make some white linen trousers. And this is the sunny trousers, or I think I called them sunny pants before. The sunny trousers from La Maison Victor. And I've talked about these many times before, but they are a slim fit, elasticated back trousers, just so easy to wear. Yeah, just they're going to be a staple for the summer for sure. And I'll pop a picture in here, me, and I'm wearing a silk cami made from some linen that I got from Merchant Mills last year. So yeah, really cool outfit. And today it's absolutely boiling, which is really lovely actually. So yeah, this is an outfit of choice for sure. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing my makes so far for the month of May. Coming up in the next few videos, I have got, I've been lucky enough to be chosen to be a blogger for Felicity Fabrics, so I want to share that experience with you and the fabric and makes I've been working on with that. I don't know the timescales of it yet, but I have been a pattern tester for AK Patterns, and I'll have a video coming up about that. And yeah, let's see how the rest of the month pans out. But it's been lovely once again to spend some time with you. Please do like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear some comments from you as to what you think about my channel, what you'd like to see in the videos coming up, and just generally I love the contact from you all. So please do subscribe, I really appreciate that, and I look forward to catching up with you next time. In the meantime, stay safe and well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.